Welcome back to the wild. It's Cypris. How are you all faring in these strange times? Why don't you go ahead and fix yourself some tea and pull up a chair, because I have some thoughts. Don't mind me, just making sure you're antibacterial. Does sage work on viruses? Today's flavor is lemon zest, because lemons are good for germs, right? So, I wasn't originally going to post a plague vlog. 1, everybody's doing it. 2, I'm not sure I feel like I have anything to offer. I've been living as a hermit for 2 years, and very little in my daily life has changed at all. So far. Oh, what's this? A list of recent changes to daily conduct. 1. Stay home except for groceries and medical emergencies. 2. If you do go out, stay at least 6 feet away from other people. 3. Avoid large crowds at all costs. Wait. They said these were changes? I do this all the time anyway. So, to all of you experiencing social isolation for the first time, congratulations! Welcome to the party. I think for me it boils down to the fact that I feel like I have difficulty relating to the general stress of a global crisis. Because I experience fear and anxiety differently than most people. Some of y'all were not subjected to early, long-term childhood survival trauma, and it shows. Oh no, a deadly worldwide virus. What will we do? Folks, this is not the dystopian hellscape I grew up in. And as difficult as things seem, they're not that bad. We got this! I'm not mitigating the damage, the threat to life and well-being. I'm not trying to make light of that. I'm just saying humans can have, and have had, it much, much worse. Let's not freak out like it's the literal apocalypse. It's just a normal, typical, violently life-threatening and eerily contagious supervirus. No sweat. But if you're sweating, stay home. I'd actually like to be obnoxiously optimistic for a moment and point something out. How friggin' cool is it that the whole world is collectively working on this together? I mean, sure, not all governments are doing a stellar job, and there are a bunch of yahoos out there refusing to socially distance themselves. But thanks to the transparency of social media, we can see that people from all around the world are chiming in together on this collective platform of the internet. Folks are sharing their tips for coping, and importantly, they're radiating encouragement. It's like the whole planet is coming together on a group project to save the vulnerable among us. This is really cool. So thank you. Thank you to everyone out there being a positive role model for how to conduct ourselves during strange times. Thank you to everyone out there who have the means and will to help and are finding ways to support those in need during all of this. Globally speaking, I'm feeling a real sense of community in all of this. And for my misanthropic ass, that's saying something. So I got to thinking, maybe that's what I can be a part of. Maybe I can just say, hey, things aren't that bad. For a short moment in the temporal arc of your life, you get a chance to stop, to pause, to reflect, to hunker down and take stock. Unless you're one of our essential workers on the front lines. You folks are definitely getting a different perspective and an education on human nature. And I get that many of you gregarious, compulsive extroverts may be feeling fear and anxiety at the thought of locking yourselves away for a while. But I can tell you, as a lifelong introvert, come on in. The water's fine. It's fun to get lost in the deep machinations of your own mind, as long as you're used to it. Maybe take it slow if this is your first time. But really, this urgent hunker can be kind of fun. It's really not unlike being a kid in Michigan when the tornadoes would come through. We'd have to crowd under the stairs in the blankets, on pillows, with a flashlight, with the radio softly running in the background for news. And we're playing Uno and staying up late because our parents can't send us to bed while the twisters are out there. Draw 4. So just remember, if it's any comfort at all, we as a species have been through a lot worse. Even if you as an individual are experiencing the brutality of reality for the first time. Others of us are not. And we're here to say, you got this. You got this. And not to get too sick and dark, but how cool is it that we are witnessing a genuine break in the routines of our world? I mean, we're experiencing a fundamental moment in shifting perspectives. And someday, younger generations, like those droves of soul being conceived right now, will ask you, what did you do when the world stood still? I propose you make damn sure you have a good answer for them. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to really matter to you. So go ahead and set the stress eating and the panic buying aside for a moment and take advantage of this weird eye in the raging storm of life. What am I doing? Well, I'm not actually sure yet. But for starters, I'm making a blanket for it with my kitties. Wild ones, thanks for watching. And let's stay wild by celebrating the best in humanity, which can and does surface in times like these. Oh sure, there will always be a seductive yank toward chaos. But we can do better, and people are doing better. As Mr. Rogers said, quoting his mother, look for the helpers. There will always be helpers. And I'll link that segment below if you'd like to watch it. And in this case, just sitting on your ass, inhaling potato chips, and binging content makes you one of the helpers. Yay! So let's all do our part and stay positive, stay awake and aware, and stay the heck glued to your Davenport. Thoughts? Share them below. Let's relish some social media solidarity. We're all in this together. So let's do the heck out of this thing. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, keep it wildly isolated. Health and long life. Better safe than sorry. Ooh, how do I put this sucker out? It was a dark and stormy night, much like this one. What are you doing? Am I in your chair? You've decided this is your chair? Yeah. Hi. I need to talk to these guys. This is not social distancing. Because I've got them to all of you experiencing and maybe I can just say, hey, things aren't that bad. Why are people driving by? Go home. Isolate. Get a muffler when this is over. It just has to really matter. All the cars. What the